Okay, that's enough jazz. Here we are, back in the two-dimensional plane that is my room. The room I can't escape from. Speaking of escapes, I have a feeling we're going to go on an escape of the mind today in Minecraft. In case you don't know, I am Phill Frost. The only guy that's ever here. There's no one else. And I don't play many Minecraft adventure maps, but what I do like is when I see an adventure map that's just kind of weird. Like, the entire premise makes me think, why did someone make this? And we got a map today made by a guy named Giraffe15. Who the heck is that? His name sounds familiar, but I just can't place it. Giraffe15. It's probably nothing. I might just be going insane, but I feel like I've heard of him. Anyway, he made this map. We're going to be checking it out, seeing what kind of weird junk is going on. I hope it doesn't take us 5 hours. It said on... I downloaded this from Planet Minecraft. The link is in the description of this video if you want to play it as well. You could play it simultaneously while I'm playing it. That would be wild. Could see who beats it first. But it said in the description on Planet Minecraft that this was going to be 60 minutes to 90 minutes. Probably. So that's normally how long I stream. I'm taking your word for it, Giraffe15. Whoever you are. you weird little boy. Anyway, here we go. Let's hop over to Minecraft. This is Java edition, by the way. I usually play Bedrock edition. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those weirdos that likes Bedrock. I'm not used to the keyboard controls, so I hope this isn't an absolute disaster. As you can see, we're in the woods. The very flat woods. Let me show you, not the rules. Well, I guess we should check the rules just very quickly. Okay, we're already in adventure mode. We're in peaceful. Yeah, default, everything. No music. I like that it specifies no music. It's like, you have to be in silence to play this map. Don't you dare listen to anything. Wait, I forgot to check. I just noticed. I forgot to check to see if I can even hear myself. Okay, I can hear myself. We're good. I always get scared that I'm going to be talking in silence and you just see my little avatar bobbing up and down and I'm not saying anything. It happened once before. And then I purged that from existence. Okay, when exploring, do not sail off the edge of the ocean. Me, every time I go to the beach, the lifeguard walks up to me. Hey, when exploring, just make sure you don't sail off the edge of the ocean, alright? Thanks. As you may lose vital progress or break the game. The lifeguard says that to me also. And I'm like, wait, what? We are living in a simulation. Though many land masses are hollow, this entire world is a simulation. Swimming under and searching for secrets is pointless. Point taken. Or actually, no point taken because it's pointless. There are no points here. Map by Giraffe15. He's got a 0 in his name too. Do you say it or do you not? Is it Giraffe 015? Giraffe 015? Who is this man? This adventure map's setting and story are inspired by the 1996 point-and-click adventure game Queensryche's Promised Land, but it is not intended to be an exact replica. This is what I mean when I say this is kind of weird. Someone decided they were going to make a map based on a 1996 point-and-click adventure game that no one's ever heard of. At least I don't think anyone's ever heard of it. When I went to look it up, there were almost no results. I feel like if you look it up, based on what I saw, you just get an album called Promised Land. It's not a game. I don't know what's going on. Or do I? Let's see. Here's the story, allegedly. Promised Land. Welcome to the Promised Land, a vast island in the Pacific Northwest, which acts as a physical manifestation of the thoughts and feelings of the 5 members of a world-famous rock band. Huh? What? That is the... I wish every game opened with a premise as just absolutely mind-blowing as that. Every few words you read, you just take another sharp left turn. You're like, wow, I thought I knew where we were going. I was wrong. Where are we? Due to inner turmoil and creative differences, the band has been unable to create music together for quite some time. But you can save them. You have to return. I can't read. You have the power to return music to the Promised Land. Does this have any relation to the biblical Promised Land? Because that would be kind of weird. This rock band just goes to a biblical location to write their rock music. How to win. Okay, story over. That's all we needed. No more context. We all know exactly what's going on. Your goal is to find 10 pieces of redstone, which are hidden in shulker boxes all across the land. That makes sense. That's how we save the band. Some of these boxes are hidden in plain sight. Others require you to solve a puzzle first. After collecting all pieces of redstone, you must bring them to the quartz structure. Wait, that's not how you spell quartz. It's with a Z. Maybe there are multiple quart jugs of water that make up a structure, and we have to bring it to that in the forest and place them on top of the gray coral blocks. Why are there gray coral blocks there? Then flip the lever and play the music to save the band. Is it their music, or are we just playing someone else's music? And they're going to be like, oh yeah, I like that. Guess we will be a band. More information. Okay. If you happen to find a member of the band while exploring, they're here? That will be wild if we're just walking through the woods and a guy walks up to me. Especially considering this is supposed to be a vanilla adventure map, no mods. Like, if a dude walks up to me in the middle of this, I'm going to be scared. If I see a member of the band, look out for a helpful hint somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for lecterns as well, which contain instructions that you will need to complete puzzles. Black stone buttons can teleport you to new areas of the Promised Land, while wooden buttons will give you shortcuts to artists' worlds. And if you enjoy lore and story, I do. Barrels contain just that. Have fun. I mean, I'll try. That is my goal when I do most of anything, is to have fun. The 5 worlds. How much reading is there? There's so much. 6 pages. Oh, I'm going to try to speed through this one. The 5 worlds. The Promised Land is divided into 5 distinct worlds, one for each member of the band. Okay, we got 5 members. These worlds are connected by the forest. That's what I'm in. 2 pieces of redstone, and 1 puzzle can be found in each unique world. That is important information. I feel like that should have been in the main book we just read. So there's 2 in each world. Once we find 2 in a place, we're good. We can dip. That place is useless after that. Jeff's world is a vast ocean filled with possibilities. Here, Jeff lets his mind run wild as he conceptualizes increasingly intricate and bizarre ideas for future albums. But if he's not careful, he may sail out too far. Ominous message. I wonder if they're all going to be ominous. Oh, it looks like it. It ends in ... Chris's world is a tall, majestic lighthouse surrounded by darkness and jagged rocks. Here, Chris hopes to find some peace and quiet before the band's next performance. However, his fans have other ideas. Are they going to kill him? That makes it sound like this dude is in trouble. He needs to hunker down somewhere where he is surrounded by guards. This man is in danger. Michael's world is a lone temple in an ominous, empty field. Sounds like everywhere is ominous, man. This temple must be exceptionally ominous. Inside, Michael aims to face his inner demons. Wow. And discover the true meaning of life. This dude is on a journey. Do I want to reunite the band? I don't know. It seems like I kind of just want to help Michael do this. Let's find the meaning of life in this ominous temple. Let's beat those demons down. But perhaps, if he is not careful, the fires of the underworld will pull him under instead. Oh, heck no, dude. That's not what we want. Eddie's world is a twisted underground city, accessible. Every page is a treat, accessible only through the mouth of a clown's skull. It is in this city that Eddie embraces the true importance of fun. Okay, so the other dude, he's fighting demons. He's going to the underworld. This dude's just like, I want to have some fun. I'm going to walk in the clown skull, guys. I'll see you later. He's just chilling. If only he could find a way to bring this fun to the surface. That's the least ominous one. This guy just wants people to have a good time. And finally, Scott's world. Scott's world consists of a series of floating islands just off the coast of the mainland. His world, as well as his dreams, have been shattered by human experiences. Oh, this guy's just sad. Perhaps someone can help him finally put the pieces back together. I'll try to help you, Scott. It sounds like you're having a bad time. Where do we want to go first? There's not really a lot of adventure maps have a very linear structure. You kind of you read the first book and it's like, hey, go to this place, and then you go. It gave me no indication of where to go first. It seems like we're just trying to search everywhere for redstone in shulker boxes. We've got sunset. We've got nothing. We've got a bunch of poles. just tan poles. And we got... this looks like a place. So I'm going to go here first. That must be the court structure. So that was a typo. It should have been a Z. Okay, so this is where we place the redstone, it says. We got a repeater. And then there's a jukebox where I assume we play the song. That's how we win. Okay, what is this place? That looks like the temple that they were talking about. That's where the demons are. Does this say Scott's world? All right, this is the depressed man. We got to help him out. What is that? What is that? We got a barrel. It said Laura's in here. Log number 13. Boy, we missed out on some lore. Should I even read this? Oh, now it says log number 1. I guess I'll read it. So Scott wrote this. This is the depressed man. He wrote this. I had a dream many months ago that I was floating in a large bubble and that I could hear all of the world's greatest unplayed melodies. I told Jeff about it, and he seemed intrigued, so we tried to capture it. It turned out exactly as I intended, a work of genius, so I came back to Jeff a few days later with some more ideas, along with a new direction for our next album. This time he was not nearly as receptive. His loss, I guess. So now I'm thinking of taking my ideas and turning them into a solo project. My big break. After all, it's pretty tiring having people mistake me for Michael or Chris over and over. Soon, I swear, people will appreciate my vision. Yeah, that would be bad, constantly being mistaken for other people, but also, I don't know, I have a hard time wanting this man to just, leave all his friends behind because people don't appreciate him enough. It sounds like it's mainly the fans who don't appreciate him enough. not the other people. I was on Scott's side. Now I'm a little unsure. There's a button, but there's no... I don't know what that does. There's something over there. Is that also Scott's world, or is that something else? And what is this? Oh. It's over. Uh-oh. Okay, next time I think about getting close to the edge of an island, I'm just gonna not do it. Remind me to never do that again. I don't think we're doing this in in 60 to 90 minutes. It's been 16 minutes, and we have found 0 pieces of redstone. I don't want to go to Demon Temple yet. I must help Scott. I gotta finish the Scott story before I move on to fighting demons in the underworld. Hey, it's a bubble. Is that what Scott was floating in? That's where he had his big ol' idea. Log number 14. Is this is just the reading map. I found an old disk drive in the closet of Big Log Studio. Am I supposed to know what that is? On it were some of my favorite old demos that the rest of the band decided to scrap. So I took it home and loaded up the files. This stuff can't go to waste. I'm thinking of making a website where our true, most dedicated fans can go and pay for the files. It'll be like a treasure trove of sound, music, and artistic expression. But I know the other members will be livid if they find out. Isn't it wrong of them to deprive the fans of what they want? I could be the champion of the people, offering up that which has never been heard before. And maybe, if I do it under a fake name, no one will be the wiser. Alright, every little glimpse I get into Scott's existence, the less I like him. I still don't want him to be depressed. I want to help the guy be less depressed, but I don't think this is the way. I hope the shulker boxes aren't just like on the edge of a place, because that's going to be bad. It did say there were hints, though. If we find the people. Is Scott somewhere? Wait, what is... That's an armor stand. Is that Scott? I guess we have to click the button. The city. The city! Okay. I guess that's good. We are in the city. I think, yeah, the armor stand was to the left of one of these things. Can I get over there? If I fall in the water, though, that's going to be so bad. Ugh. Okay, we made it. Are you Scott? No wonder you're sad. You don't have a face or arms. Oh no. Scott's hint. Okay, I won't look at the hint yet, but I'll keep it around in case we have some trouble. Now we know we're not going to have random people walking up to us with hints. They're going to be suits of armor. Just sitting there lifeless. We have a piston. Are we going to do some parkour to get to the stuff? Can I get over there? I don't think I can. Signs with nothing on them. Another button. I'll keep that in mind. Anvils. Okay. This is a weird city. I don't... all of the buildings look very fake. This one looks like you can walk in it, but yeah, there's nothing here. Why? Is this what the point and click adventure game was like? Was it just this? Danger, stay away. I don't know. It feels like that means I should go there. There's another button. Do I press the button over there or the button here? Neither one of them tells me what they do. The lab. Where is this? At least last time when I got teleported to the city, I knew where I was because I'd already seen it. I don't know where this is. It's like we're in a hole in the ground. Scott's puzzle. Okay. We're getting to the big stuff now. In this very lab, human greed led to the fragmentation of Scott's world some time ago. Now, an experiment gone wrong threatens to do further damage. Scott's world will be permanently erased if no one intervenes. Navigate your way through the lab by jumping and flipping levers in order to open sealed doors. Only then will you find the lab's main computer. Press its button to shut down the lab for good and prevent disaster. Boy, Scott can't catch a break, man. He's already sad, and now his entire world's gonna blow up. I've never done parkour with a keyboard, so this is gonna be difficult. Okay, yeah. I just assumed based on the heights of blocks I was gonna need to jump like that, and it takes you right to it. I got lucky. Okay. I don't think it's possible to jump straight from here to the other one. Yeah, it's not. So far, I'm impressing myself with my parkour skills with a keyboard. I don't play any games on PC unless I use a controller. So this is a new experience for me. Oh, I like the sound of walking over, what is that, the copper? That's nice. I don't think I've ever walked on copper in Minecraft before, because I don't care about copper. Okay, we got... Is this just more of the same? Yeah, okay. No more instructions. Can I keep up my good parkour skills? Does it want me to jump to there, or does it want me to jump onto the pole? Oh, I actually did it. I did not think I was going to pull that off. Now... Okay, there's a hole. Is the hole hiding? Yes. Good. So this seems, so far, it's not too bad. I've seen some pretty awful parkour puzzles before in that they are just extremely punishing and long. These are not too bad. Even me with being not used to doing this stuff, I can do it. Okay. I see ladders. That makes me a little more scared. There's a ladder in the ceiling. What is that? What is that for? The levers are up. There's no way for me to just like jump and hit them. No. Okay. I can't do some cheesy tactics. Oh, okay. Well, it's all over now. It finally got difficult. Wait, I have... This is bad. This... Can I just flip the lever jumping off? Did I do it? I did it. Oh my goodness. Okay. The ladders, we can cheese it a little bit. I thought I heard the lever sound, but I couldn't tell. Because I was screaming. Yeah. That one didn't work. Okay, well, we got... I guess it's what we deserve for trying to cheat. I don't think I'm going to be able to get on that ladder. Yeah, the keyboard does not lend itself well to jumps like that. Oh no, I'm getting worse. I hope every puzzle is not parkour, because that is not my strong suit. Okay, let's Let's get a good view. The lever is there. I did it. All right, let's go. Oh, this is the button. That's it. And a shulker box. I have accomplished something. It only took me 26 minutes to find 1 out of 10 pieces. That's... maybe we'll speed up. You know, we needed a little bit to get into the world. Now we're going to be fast. Wait a second. There was another barrel in there. Oh no. Well, the doors are open now, right? The doors are open. I don't have to do the parkour again, I think. I have to know all of the lore. I'm too curious about what in the world happens to Scott. Does he become a bad person and just start selling all of his bandmates' music without their permission under a fake name? I'm not crazy, right? There was a barrel in here. Yeah, it's hanging from the ceiling. That's why I missed it. Log 15. The others noticed that the band's disk drive was missing from the closet in Big Log. After some minor investigation, I was found out. They gave me a long, serious talk about trust, and I gave it back, but I wish I didn't have to. Maybe the others aren't able to understand it yet, but I need something that is mine. I know that this band is a team, but can't we be individuals too? Can't I be recognized for my own talents and compositions? While I do believe that the other members appreciate me, I can't help but keep wanting more. It's my curse. Maybe one day I'll get what I want. Nope, that's not what that says. Maybe one day I'll get it. Maybe one day the others will help me get it. If anyone will, it's them. If not, then I only have myself. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you do have, even if you know a desire is selfish or off base, it's still kind of difficult to get rid of it. Where's the other shulker box though? Like, sorry, I was talking about the story, then I just completely gave up on it. There's another shulker box here. It has to be, maybe it's that other button. There was another button here. Maybe that's going to take me over there, and there's going to be a shulker box. That's my assumption. The bridge? That's where it was. Hey, what? That wasn't it. Uh-oh. We got to search everywhere. I feel like it must be in the city, because if it's not, then why does the city even exist? Is the city just a passageway to take you to the lab? Because someone built all of these buildings just for that. I don't know about that one. Gonna break my legs a little bit. I don't want to look at the hint unless I have to. Okay, I already saw that area. But I already saw this area too. I guess I need to look behind the other building. Oh, never mind. This is it, right? Yeah! Can't get past me. Giraffe 15. Whoever you are. Can't keep your secrets from me. Okay, so we're done with Scott's World. Scott's World, trash. Well, no, it was fine, but at this point in time, it's trash because there's nothing more for me there. Do we want to go hunt demons? That kind of feels like a good finale. I want to save that for later. I'll go towards the crystal. Oh dang, we got a full-on lighthouse. Do I want to press the crystal? I can't honestly remember what the book said. It said something about black buttons do one thing and the wooden buttons do something else. I don't remember what. So I feel inclined to click on this. Jeff's World. Jeff, where do you live? Sealand. There's another button over here. I feel like I need to explore this place first. What? Are we still on the island? Is this some... If I walked far enough on the island, was I just going to find a big old cube with this inside? A barrel? Log 2. Okay, so that's number 2 out of Jeff's log. I want to find number 1 before I read that. Let me put... Oh, I forgot. Wait, I need to get somewhere with more light. I'm dressed as the man who fell into the river in Lego City. I found this skin just for this occasion. But yeah, I want to, let me move up all of these, since they're not important anymore. Just hold on to Jeff's log. We'll find number 1 someday. Gotta go into the pink shack. Phone book. Okay, it's actually just a phone book. Yeah, it's just a bunch of numbers. I'm sure that will have meaning at some point. The sound of walking on this is bizarre. Another button. Dude, there are so many buttons, I don't know which one to click on first. I don't like having to make a choice. Please pardon the emergency vehicle sounds that are happening right now. I kind of want to click on this. This one just like, you know, the other one was just a button on a stump. This is a button connected to a giant white thing, connected to a giant chain, connected to a boat. I guess this is an anchor. Captain's cabin. Alright, we're in a boat. Jeff's puzzle. Okay, another puzzle already. A trawler has been drift net fishing in the waters surrounding the Promised Land, which is killing many fish and other marine species. This injustice has angered a great beast from below, and the waters are beginning to churn. That's what I'm saying about this map. Every time you think you know where the story's going, or there starts to be some sort of sense to everything connecting, you just get something wild like this. We're playing a map about a band that's having trouble making music, and now we're trying to fight drift net fishing. Find Jeff's phone book in the Sealand theme park. I did that. Okay, good. Step 1 is finished. And then sail out to the trawler. Search the nearby buoys for a way underground, and then solve a puzzle to put an end to the trawler's unfortunate and deadly acts. So wait, I read a puzzle book to tell me to go solve a puzzle? It's puzzle inception. Search the nearby buoys. Are there buoys in the theme park or nearby to where I'm at now? It says sail out to the trawler. I don't think there was a boat in Sealand. Jeff's boat. Okay, so it looks like we've returned to the island. I don't know what part of the island this is, but this does look like the main place we were at. Another button. I assume this is going to take me back. Yeah, okay. And that's how we get in the boat. That must be the trawler. That looks like another big boat. Do we have to swim? I hope there's a boat. There are many boats. I'll take one for later. New recipes unlocked. Let's go. What is this? Is that like a big old... Is that a Loch Ness monster? Is that a snake? And why? Ooh! More lore. Is this the... Oh, I love this pose. Is this book 1? How do I get onto the boat? How do I get out of the boat? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of the boat? Okay. Log number 1. On the more pleasant days when I'm not working, I go sailing. It's a therapeutic experience, and I'm glad to know that others enjoy the water as well. Humble fishermen catching salmon is an all too familiar sight. But I'm beginning to suspect that there's something bigger lurking out here than just small schools of fish. When the waters become dark and choppy, I can see some sort of large round mass navigating the depths. And while I've never been one for fishing personally, I would be lying to say that I did not desire to catch whatever that strange creature may be. After years of relative disinterest, I may have to finally get into the hobby. That's a wild reason to want to get into fishing. A man sees a giant hulking mass in the ocean and goes, you know what? I'm going to catch that. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot. We got log 2 also. I can read this now. A couple of my old friends took me on a short fishing trip yesterday to get the hang of things. With my newfound, albeit basic knowledge, I made my first attempt to catch the creature within Promised Land's darkest waters. To my surprise, the creature immediately latched onto my hook, but reeling it in proved to be impossible. It fought me endlessly, refusing to come even an inch closer to the water's surface. Eventually, my rod snapped in two. My friends urged me not to continue pursuing this goal, as it was not only entirely unsuccessful as of yet, but also potentially dangerous. But I'm determined. My equipment is not enough. I need something bigger. Okay, so far we got 2 stories. We got Scott's, which was about him wanting something and then doing something bad. And it sounds like Jeff's about to do the same thing. He wants something and he's going to do something bad. Honestly, Jeff might die. I don't know if we're going to be able to save the band if Jeff dies. Are these the buoys? I assume they are because I don't see much of anything else out here. It's just ice and whatever these are. So I'm going to assume these are buoys. I know how to get out of the boat now. It said to search them. I'm going to drown. Is this a pocket? Yes. Okay. Okay, stuff. Things to do. Flip this down if anyone's phone number does not begin with 555. Okay, the phone book does have a use. Good. So far, yep, everyone's 555. So we don't flip that down. What's next? Flip this down if anyone's name is out of alphabetical order. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, Q. Okay. I knew once we skipped Q, something was up. They weren't going to skip Q for no reason. Flip this down if anyone's phone number reads the same when reversed. Oh, no. I mean, I guess that means that it just has to end with 555. So that should be easy enough to check. Almost no one's ends with a 5 at all. We got a 55, but that's definitely not the same. Hopefully it doesn't mean just this part. So I'm gonna skip it for now. I assume that does not need to be flipped down. Flip this down if anyone's name is on the wrong page. Okay, so A through G, yeah. H through P. No, the same guy. The R. Rick, you messed everything up. You fool. Press this button once you have flipped all the appropriate levers. Okay, I think I did. I don't really want to go through and check to see if anyone's phone number is the same when reversed without the 555, so I'm just going to press it. Soul Land. Soul Land. Of course. This is what I thought. It's where I thought we were going to go. Also, it's night now. That's different. It's been day the entire time. And now it's suddenly night. What? Wait a second. What? I didn't even appreciate whatever the heck this was. Ooh. That is just an odd sight. But it's okay, because we got more lore. Is this the end of Jeff's tale? Jeff's log 3. In my strange and desperate attempt to catch the large creature lurking within Promised Land's waters, I found myself at the helm of the largest boat I could find, the trawler. I thought we were supposed to be blowing that boy up. I always hated that boat, but I needed it. I pulled away from the dock, and in an instant the sky turned a dark gray. The sea around me began to boil and darken until jet black, and I, frozen with fear, watched as the beast finally emerged from the water. It was nothing more than a large, emaciated human head with glowing eyes, floating just above my boat. That's the thing! That's the weird little dude! It glared down at me and with a deep, booming voice spoke 5 cryptic words. This is not a game. As its sentence concluded, I felt my body being flung from the boat and crashing into the raging waters below. When I finally made my way to the surface, the sky and waters were clear once more, and all I had was a memory. Jeff, you sure you didn't just trip out, man? I don't know. That was wild. I like that story better than Scott's, just because it was such a bizarre thing to read. The other story was just like, yo, a guy was trying to sell some music, and people didn't like it. This was like, yo, I found a big old human head under the ocean. And I tried to catch that thing, but instead, it almost killed me. That's dope. It's probably not dope if you're the one who experienced it. It's probably terrible. But as someone looking from the outside in, it's awesome. Also, just a quick reminder, if you're not subscribed, my face is a subscribe button sometimes, which means you probably should subscribe. Wait, okay, yeah. It did turn into a subscribe button. I thought it didn't work. Okay, now we're back. Jeff's boat. So there's still one piece of redstone here. I don't know how much of this place is Jeff's world. I'm assuming it's going to be in the glacier, because why else would the glacier exist? I'm glad I brought an extra boat with me. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm doing what I would not recommend anyone do, especially if you are piloting a large boat, which is sail directly towards the giant flow of ice. Oh yeah, something's here. Oh, I can't drive. Oh, I never got my boating license. Oh, I really did not get my boating license. Now hold up. There must be something. There must be something here. It would be crazy for this to exist and there not be a box somewhere on it. I don't think I can even get up, though. I can't jump that high. Is it on one of the smaller pieces of ice? Is it like the old deception trick? The old deception trick. That's very vague. It's like trying to distract you with this giant piece of ice, but it's actually on a small piece of ice. Why do these boats have such a bad turn radius? Come on. Come on. It better not be underneath the giant piece of ice. I'll check that if need be, but I really don't want to. Okay, what about this thing? Any shulker boxes? Please. What about this place? That's not a shulker box, right? Weird orange block. I think it's just clay. Ah. Okay, that's weird, though. That's weird. Why? The ice served no purpose. Unless. I don't know. Maybe that's someone else's world. Jeff owns all of this place except for the ice. And the ice is going to come into play later. It's going to be the pivotal part of the map. The climax of the story will happen at that place. Now, what part of the island am I at? Ooh, it's a man. Who are you, sir? Who are you supposed to be? Ah, okay. Oh, this is Jeff. Well, Jeff, I already solved your world, so I don't think I need that. But thank you. Ow, why did I walk straight into the fire like a dumb? Button. Last time I clicked the button, I was teleported to... Why did I say the button? Last time I clicked a button like this, I was teleported to the weirdest place I've seen yet. So I'm going to try it again. Aw, what? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be back at Scott's place. I guess I'll go to the lighthouse. That's where I wanted to go, but then I clicked on a crystal and it teleported me to who knows where. Just the underworld. Okay, what's up with the lighthouse? We got a sign. It's night now. Okay. Man, it gets dark fast these days. Chris's world. His world is just a lighthouse. Man, you need to have some bigger aspirations. Chris's hint. I'm glad I saw that. It looked off and it was something. Wait, why am I reading the hint? No. That's just if we need it. I don't want to read it yet, but thank you, Chris, for giving me that. Let's see if we can figure it out by ourselves. What does the lighthouse hold? Got some wicked wallpaper. And some lore. Chris's log number 1. Last night, at around 3 or 4 a.m., I was awakened by a faint tapping, followed by a few scurrying sounds. For a moment, I managed to convince myself that I had dreamt it, but a distant shadow proved my theory wrong. The shadow was just outside of my window, so I quietly crept over to it and took a peek. There he, or it, was. A wooden mannequin, with a pen in hand. Though now motionless, I knew that it was the source of the noise. In the distance, not too far behind the wooden entity, stood a metal humanoid frame with a camera for a head. Crazy, I know, but I swore that I wasn't dreaming. It was all very real, and I've had trouble sleeping ever since. Dude, I'd never sleep again. If I see a mannequin and a dude with a camera for a head, just like, I hear him walking outside. I look out my window, they're right there. It's over. I'm done with sleep. It's over for me with everything. I would normally be absolutely thrown off by that story just being so insane, but nothing about this map makes any sense, so it's fine. That story did unnerve me, though. Like, I want to close the door now to keep myself safe. Is this a dark place? Or no, that's just a wall. Okay. Secret? Nope. Are any of these secrets? I guess not. Is that the camera head man? Or is that the mannequin? Well, that didn't really help me accomplish much of anything. If there's just like a box in... Oh, no. There's stuff in the rocks. That's going to be bad to search. Wait, what? What is this? Can't. It's just a tunnel you can't get out of. What was the purpose of that? Okay, another door. Is there anything around the back? No. I guess we're going in the other door. Another piece of lore. We can't escape it. I feared for my life today. I had an idea for a short riff, so I went to my closet to grab my acoustic guitar as I often do. However, when I opened the closet, I found that my guitar was not in its stand, but rather in the hand of a mannequin. No. Get out of there, my guy. Run for the hills. Oh, this was the guy who, in the opening book, it said that the fans had other plans or something ominous like that. Like, it sounded like he was going to die. Watch out, Chris. I think your fans might be mannequins. I tried to pry the guitar from the mannequin's tight grip, but it proved to be impossible. Only when I signed my name upon the entity's thick wooden flesh did it finally give in and allow me to take the possession that was so rightfully mine. Okay, this is one of the more interesting stories I've read, because I think my joke that I said a few seconds ago was actually correct. I think the fans are mannequins. Because, like, it says he signed his name on the mannequin's wooden flesh. Why would he say wooden flesh? And why would signing his name make them stop? It sounds like they wanted an autograph, and they wouldn't stop harassing him until he gave them what they wanted. Interesting. Does that mean that Scott's story was metaphorical too? Was the hard drive not really a hard drive and it was a bomb? Probably not a bomb, but you see what I mean. I think everyone's is symbolic in this. We got a notebook. To restore power to the lighthouse, levers A, B, C, and D must be flipped down. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to click on a button. Breaker room. Okay. Chris's puzzle. Oh no. Another puzzle. Some person or thing got a bit too curious and broke into the lighthouse gallery. By failing to contain their curiosity, they accidentally disabled the lighthouse beacon, leaving ships lost at sea in the night. I read that wrong. Find Chris's notebook and a spyglass in his living room. I did it. Then return here and climb the staircase and ladder to reach the lighthouse gallery. There you will see a series of levers that power the beacon. 4 must be flipped. Hey, I'm way ahead of you. It's A, B, C, and D. I'm coming back for that button later. I gotta get up the stairs. Watch me get up to the top and it's like, hey, press the button at the bottom to access the puzzle. Okay, 8. That's not A, B, C, or D. These are all numbers. Well, that makes it more difficult. What did this say? Enter Pro Panel. It said that too, right? Yeah, okay. It said that here. Once A, B, C, and D have been flipped, the button on the Enter Pro control panel must be pressed. But what is A, B, C, and D? A equals the number of candles on top of green tree melons. Oh no. It told me to press this. I hope all of the answers are in my sight, because otherwise it's going to be bad. I see some melons immediately. The number of candles on top of green tree melons. There's 2. And there's 1. And there's a white speck. So I got 3. I'm saying A, that's not it. Hold up, which one's the notebook? I'm saying A is 3. B is the number of candles on the roof of the log cabin. I saw the log cabin earlier. It's not in view. I'm going to have to increase my... What is it called? My render distance. I'm doubling it. There we go. Oh no, there are more melons. Uh-oh. At least we can see more now. Like, we get a view of the whole island almost. So 2 on that. And then that makes it 3. Looks like there's 4 more. So 4, 5, 6. I counted 6. That's not a melon. Okay. Then the number of candles on the roof of the cabin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy enough. The number of cyan candles on top of the floating lab. Oh, that's the lab we went in earlier. That's where it teleported us, was that place. It just looked way bigger. There's 1. There's no way it's just 1. Unless. Okay, there's gray candles, but it said cyan, right? Yeah, it specified cyan. I'm not seeing any other cyan. I think it's 1. And then the last one, the number of candles on top of the skyscraper, the tallest skyscraper in Scott City. Okay. That looks like the tallest one. And there's 5. But maybe I'm being deceived and it's 3. I'm going to say 5, though. So we had... Let's just try it. We had 6. We had 7. There's no more instructions, right? Yeah, it's done. There was 1. And there was 5. And then it says we press this. Let's go. These puzzles can't stop me. Giraffe 15 cannot stop me. And we got more lore. We're going to find out about the mannequins. In order to clear my mind, I've been walking into the forest lately. There, I see no mannequins or other metal monstrosities. Well, that's good. Just people standing near my lighthouse and waiting for me to return, tapping and scurrying. One day, they'll learn of my walks through the forest and find me there as well. One day, the mannequins will return to haunt me. They always will, as long as the light of fame continues to shine upon me as it does now. All right. Oh, there's another page. But there will always be a healthy escape. I can always take a break from their judgment, from their judging, wanting eyes, should I need it. I can take a trip in my biplane and fly far up into the sky and look down upon everything and find my peace. Okay, he's in a plane. What I was going to say before that was that I think that confirms my suspicion. The mannequins are actually just people who are fans of his. And he, for some reason, just sees them as mannequins. I don't know why that part happens, but I'm almost certain they're his fans. That's why he mentioned fame. Okay, where is the other? We still need to find one piece of redstone in the lighthouse world, and I'm scared it's just going to be in a rock, which is not a fun place to hide stuff. Because there was a ladder inside of... Maybe we need to go to the other side of that door? Let me try it. Because the other side of the door looked like it was just like off the side here. There's nothing nearby aside from this and that. But I'm not seeing any shulker boxes. That's bizarre. Why does this exist? I mean, normally I would not think it would be hidden in random rocks, but just the fact that there's nothing really else in this part of the island makes me think it has to be, because there's no other options. Oh. Yes. Okay, that's the hardest one so far. All the other ones pretty easy to find. Maybe that one over there was kind of tricky, the one on the side of that place. But That was a little bit evil. So what does that mean? We went to that place. We went to this. We went to the ocean. What's left? I guess we just walk until we find something. We need to go to the demon temple. Another button. This is how I get to every place I go. I just see a wooden button, and it takes me somewhere crazy. Michael's world. Okay, I guess we're fighting the demons. I wanted to save that for last, but I guess we're doing it now. The man who searches for the meaning of life inside of this temple. Okay. Another button. I don't know. I think I just want to enter, right? There's more stairs. Hold up. That was even more evil than the rock. I almost didn't notice that. That's crazy. I'm glad my brightness is high enough to see that. I don't know if that's even going to come across in the video. That was rough. Okay, I'm going inside. I'm going to fight the demons. The temple. A bunch of gates. There's something back there, but I have no idea how we get to it. Ominous hallway. And lore! I love the lore. Get all these other pieces of trash out of here. I only want the lore. Michael's log number 1. I journeyed inside of this temple with the intention of discovering the meaning of life, but the longer that I stay here, the less important that discovery becomes. I've learned many things here. Some of the stones that make up the walls of the central chamber are made of a different type of stone, and yet they serve their purpose all the same. I too shall serve my one purpose, regardless of my appearance. Okay, this guy's... he's gone. He walked into the temple and immediately lost his mind. Even my thoughts and feelings cannot separate me from the ultimate end and the somehow simple intricacies of human nature. I am but a leaf atop a clear stream that flows in a single direction, and I am content as such. Who is this man? Someone come get this man. He's... I don't know what this fool's talking about. What is this? What is this place? Why is the temple so weirdly decorated? There are skulls facing the wall. Spikes. Gotta keep our eyes peeled for another sneaky shulker box. They could be hiding behind the banners. What is that? What's jutting out of the wall? Oh no. Okay, let's read more from Michael. As I sit motionless on a floor of cold stone, I can hear the temple injecting gentle words of truth into my head. This guy's a conspiracy theorist. They're remarkably poetic, yet intensely logical. I have transcribed these words for you on the following pages. Michael, I don't want to hear it. A fuse of power, a flash of surprise, a river of light flows through my mind. A commerce configuration. A trippy... What if there were like 17 pages of this? Would I read them all? Probably, but I wouldn't like it. A commerce configuration, a trippy visualization, a true idea, or just an irrationalized thought. Is irrationalized even a word? Tomorrow's dawn brings the cleansing gray, where life shall cease. Uh-oh. And none may stay. For the beckoning of the eternal flame will rise to consume the very earth. Oh my God. And all of its shameful, unforgivable, fallen children. This turned into Spooky's House of Jump Scares. What are we reading? Splashing, spouting, soaking, innards, ingest, invoking, something, something, specimen 2. My goodness. The temple is the worst place to be. Don't go here. If you want to find the meaning of life, go anywhere else. I feel like I have like a sixth sense. I just know when I see a little crevice, there's something in there. Is there another one? Okay. Hold up. Is that all that was in this room? There's no other purpose to this place? That's bizarre. Okay. If I find another log from Michael, it's gonna be bad. There's a button. This is Michael, apparently, according to what we've seen before. Michael's hint. I hope I won't need it. Oh, we're back. Okay, that was the whole temple. The only purpose of the temple was to read Michael's insane scribblings. I guess we're clicking on this. The satellite? What? Huh? What does this have to do with the temple? Michael's puzzle. With a grand satellite placed just above the temple, the demons of the mind are... Okay. The demons of the mind are trying to rid the world of all meaning. Thoughts, feelings, and human existence will crumble in an instant as the world is enveloped in a dull gray. Yeah, Michael told me about that one. He already told me. The temple, man. We had some pretty... we had some weird stuff, but this is somehow even weirder. Wait, so what do I do? Wait, I think I was so distracted by the demons, I didn't... Yeah, there was another page. Before it's too late, enter the temple and go to the first room on your right. That's where the bars were. There you will find further instructions and a test of knowledge. Succeeding at this test will disable the satellite and foil the demon's plan. I hope the bars are gone, because otherwise we're kind of out of luck. I did not see any way to do anything with that. Oh, okay, good. The words on screen made it look like the bars were still there. This is quite the place. This is the best looking room in the temple. This looks kind of inviting. Use the questions in the books on the left and right sides of the room to determine how each lever on the back wall should be positioned. Then press the button on the back wall. If nothing happens, you've made a mistake. Okay, depending on what the questions are, I might be good at this or I might be bad. I definitely excel at certain subjects, but if you ask me like, yo, what happened in 1963? I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. Which of the following words is a synonym for the other words? Okay, this is just a SAT question. The demons of the mind are attacking. Quick! Take your SAT. Get a high score. That'll fend them off. Okay, so we're looking for the one that... It's like one of these words is not like the other. Pick it. Sanctified. Okay, that means holy. Captivated. That definitely doesn't mean holy. Reverenced. I'm pretty sure means holy. And so does consecrated. Okay, so it's got to be B. If B, flip lever 1 and 2 down. Gotcha. English and math were my strong subjects. Which of the following words is not a synonym for the other words? Are they all going to be synonyms? Because if so, we're golden. I think. I might eat my words. I might eat these words. Alleviate means to make better, to help in some way, right? Appease could mean a similar thing. Assuage. Assuage I'm not as sure about. Antiquate, that just means to make old. So I don't know how... I'm pretty sure none of the other words mean to make something old. Or to make something useless. So I'm going to go with D. 4 up, 3 down. Which of the following were... Okay, they're all like this. That's great. That's great for me. Passion, I know what that is. Poise, I think that means... I only know the word poise from that one famous Panic at the Disco song. Composure, I'm pretty sure, is similar to poise. And tranquility is similar to composure. So, passion's got to be it. 5 and 6 up. They're already up. Please be... Yes, okay. Animosity, vexation, perplexity, exasperation. These are all negative generally, except for perplexity, which is more neutral. Like, this just means you're confused. These other ones imply some sort of deeper negativity, I think. This is the hardest one so far, though. But I'm going with C. 7 up, 8 down. Gotcha. Who knew English would be helpful? Living in an English-speaking country. Who knew? Which of the following words is not a synonym? Blistering, searing, disquieting, sweltering. Okay, this one's easy. Disquieting. The other ones are about heat. About getting burned. Disquieting, that just means like, oh, it's a little freaky around here. I don't know. C again. So 9 up, 10 down. Woe, anguish, desolation, delegation. This is another easy one. Delegation has nothing to do with these other ones. To delegate means to, like, take a group of people or a group of things and assign them to different groups, like spread things out to dissipate them for reasons. These others are just like, oh, I'm sad. 12 up, 11 down. All right, if this is wrong, then I have no idea where I went wrong. I feel pretty confident about all of those. I guess I'm least confident about that one. Yes. I think my SAT score was good. This is proof. At least for the English part. I honestly don't remember what my SAT score is, but I think it was good enough. And we get more crazy words from Michael. While attempting to transcribe more words that I had been fed by the voice of the temple, I was distracted by a child's cry. I remembered my nephews, and a sense of meaning returned to me in an instant. Then fear set in. I immediately began to question how I had entered this temple or if there was an exit. I was not sure. So I grabbed a pickaxe, leaning against a mound of black earth, Minecraft reference, and began desperately swinging at the temple's walls. As I swung, the child's cries grew louder and louder, closer and closer, until the light of the outside swept over me, and then everything was calm once more. I may not know the meaning of life, but I know that I wish to keep living. Well, that was strangely poetic. After the most insane ramblings of all time, Michael came through with something that wasn't awful. And I was so distracted I forgot that we got both pieces of redstone that we need from that. Which means that the only place we haven't explored is the cabin, I guess? Are there going to be 2 pieces of redstone in this small place? Because this doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like 2 pieces could be here. Nothing in the smoker. What is... What? Oh, there's Jeff. There's Jeff's stuff. Now I have more of an idea of where I am. The smokers just... They don't don't seem to provide any benefit. There's no secret door. I don't think you can get up there. Does this cabin serve any purpose at all? Because it kind of looks like it doesn't. Which is odd. Why did they build an entire cabin? There must be something. Plus, I feel like I've explored every other place. What is this? Wait, that genuinely frightened me for a second. Not because it was scary. I mean, it's just a skull on a pole, which I guess would be scary in real life, but you know, in Minecraft, that's not too bad. But just the fact that it's here, someone chose to place this here for seemingly no reason, kind of off-putting. Something about it did not seem nice. I have no idea where to go. What is this? What is this white speck? What? Why? Huh? Is this like a baseball diamond? Is there something? Why is this here? There are so many things in this world that exist for no reason. There's another skull with a button. I guess I'm going. I don't know. The underground. Okay, well, of course. I should have seen it coming. You click on the skull, you go to the underground. Eddie's World. We found it. What is here? What even... So there's rocks. There could be, based on Chris's world, there could be redstone there. Oh, except there's an invisible wall. Huh. We've got, I think, a subway car? Maybe? It's kind of thick, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. We got a big old box. Minecart tracks. With shulker box. There's no... See, you told me shulker boxes contain redstone, but... These just seem to contain minecarts. So that feels a little evil. This... is nothing. This is nothing. This is a weird place. Wait a... Hold up. Did I read something about this place, or am I just like, based on the shape? Is this a giant guitar? Because that kind of looks like, you know, the part at the top of a guitar that you tune. And these could be... Well, if this is a guitar, it doesn't have enough strings. This is a bass? Maybe Eddie is the bassist for the band. It never really told us who was who. Eddie could be the bass player. I guess we need to go into the subway. Successfully filled 9 blocks. What? That's interesting. What does that mean? What happened? Eddie's puzzle. The large underground bass guitar... Oh, that answered my question. That Eddie now calls his home has long served as his sanctuary, but its sweet notes are turning sour. It was inevitable that the bass would one day get out of tune. Thankfully, there is a solution for such an issue. You must find the tuning station and ride the elevator to the top floor. There, you will find further instructions. For Eddie's sake, let's hope that you have a good ear. This sounds tough. I hope they don't expect me to be able to, like, identify different notes. Like, which is a C flat? I don't know. And I play the piano, but I still don't know. I don't have perfect pitch. So that's going to be rough if I have to do that. I'm just going to ride on some minecarts and hope that everything falls into place. tuning station. This is where it said we needed to go. So I guess we're going to find out if I'm good at identifying music now. What does this do? I don't know whether to click on it or not. Nope. Oh. Yeah, that was a bad idea. In the room ahead, you will find 2 jukeboxes. Press the buttons on top of the jukeboxes to hear their melodies. The melodies should sound similar to one another, but different. It is your job to determine how they differ. Listen to each melody closely, then flip down 2 of the 4 levers on the right wall. You should flip down the levers that correspond with the notes that are different between the 2 melodies that you just heard. Oh man. Okay, this definitely sounds like the most difficult one. If it's like super minor differences, that's going to be tough. When finished, press this button to check your answer. At least there's only 4 notes. I hope you guys can hear the melody too. I hope it's not too quiet. Well, the good news is those are noticeably different. The bad news is it's somehow still difficult to tell which notes are different. I'm trying to picture it in my head. Like, it seems like it goes down, then up, then back down. This is rough, man. This is tough. I think the last note is higher. Yeah, I think the last note is higher pitched. I don't know what the other one is, though. But at least if we know that, we can kind of guess at the others. Because it said only 2 levers need to be flipped. So we know that the first 2 notes shouldn't sound the same. So it's one of the first 2 that's wrong. I almost think that the first one sounds higher pitched. Let's go. I think. Yeah, this is a different room. Okay. We have 5 notes now. Uh-oh. If it goes to like 8 notes, it's over. It's amazing how different they sound, but how difficult it is to pinpoint the exact places they're different. So note 3 and 5 is definitely the high-pitched one. I think 3 is different. Wait. 1 is different too. I'm going with that. Uh-oh. Okay, we're wrong. I'm almost certain that 1 is different. Because note 1 here is low. And here it's not. Which means I'm wrong about 3. But what other note's different? I don't think 2 changes. Wait, it's 4. I think the one that I was saying was 3 is 4. 4 is super high-pitched. Yeah, that was it. Okay. We're back to 4. That's weird. Oh my gosh. What was that? What was that? What am I even hearing? It sounds like someone's tripping over a harp. The only thing I can think about that one is the last two notes go down. And here the last note goes up, so I'm saying 4 again. 4 has been different every time. And note 2 is high. I think it's 3 and 4. Everything sounds the same until the end of the song. That was right. Okay, thank goodness. Because that was awful. Now we're back to 5. Three is the high-pitched one. These are the most similar sounding ones I've heard. What? Oh no. I think that whatever the higher pitched melody is, it stays exactly the same. But the notes under it, the lower notes, are slightly different. Here, the last 4 lower notes sound identical. Here it kind of sounds like it's bouncing up and down. So my guess would just be every other note is different. I can't believe I got that one first try. That was ridiculous. But we got the redstone. That means we only have 1 piece left until we have enough redstone to save the band. And we got a book from Eddie. Oh, that's the 3rd one. All right, well, we don't want to read that yet then. We got to save that. Don't put me back in the forest, man. What? I gotta ride the other minecart tracks. Gotta see where they go. What if I just immediately find the other redstone piece? That'd be funny. Ed Bass Studio. I'm just so perplexed by what I'm seeing. Not in that it's especially weird or anything, but just like I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of this is supposed to represent. Well, there's Eddie. There's our lifeless husk of Eddie. And we got his hint in case we need it. So far, we've been doing good. We haven't needed any of the hints. We've been going crazy. Looks like there's nothing up at the top. Is that it then? This was just the hint place. Okay. I wish there was a button to teleport me back to the subway, because now I have to ride 2 minecarts, and that's not fun. And I keep going into 3rd person. Let's look at my little Lego man while we ride. That'll make it better. Oop. Okay. Going to place number 3. Show me a shulker box. Well, we got a button. I guess. Oh, that's... Once again, that's just like what happened with the black skull. It's not that the skull, the Minecraft skull, is scary at all. But just the fact that you're not expecting it, and it's all by itself, makes it kind of unnerving to just see. I guess I have to press this, though, just in case the shulker box is on the other side of wherever this takes me. No. I can't believe you've done this. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, Shame on you. No, it's the opposite, isn't it? I don't know. Just don't fool people. Okay. More? Is this number 1 or number 2 for him? This is number 1. Okay. Did you know that everyone in this bar is a huge sports fan? Eddie, I hate to break it to you, there's no one here. No kidding. The bartender himself is a world-famous baseball player. And the guys in the corner, all quarterbacks for different football teams. Crazy, right? I mean, it's crazy in that you're crazy, because there's no one here. But sure. Some joker in a goofy hat walked in last week with a golf club and started practicing his swings on top of a dining table. Good thing my bandmates weren't here. They wouldn't be having any of that nonsense, I tell you what. Out of all of the logs we've read from all the bandmates, that is by far the one that tells us the least about anything. That was just random facts. Eddie's random facts. Speaking of random facts, did you know that my face can turn into a subscribe button? If you didn't know, you should subscribe. If you did know, you should also subscribe. But that's just my recommendation. All right, let's get back to it. I hope that we didn't come all this way just for a log. I thought these were barrels at first, but they're just logs. Oh, there we go. I love when I get rewarded for looking at the most random junk. I just wanted to point out how a log looks like a barrel, and I found a piece of redstone. That means we have them all. There's no reason for me to even go to the 5th place. But we might miss out on lore, so I have to go. I have to know all of the secrets of this place. What's happening with Eddie? Will he ever say anything that isn't just a random fact? Watch I just show up here and it's like, you picked the bad route. You lose. Art gallery. Secrets? Surely they had to put something behind a painting. Nope. I'm just wasting time. Okay. Here we go. More lore. Now we can read them all. Eddie's log number 2. Can you guess which one of the paintings in this gallery is my favorite? Here's a hint. It's the big blue one with a skull on it. Okay. I call it the clown. I bet it has some deep meaning behind it. But what do I care? I just think it's funny. The fact that he says he feels like it has some deep meaning behind it makes me think that the map creator does think there's some meaning behind it. I don't know what it is. But I do think the clown, him calling it the clown means something. I brought the guys here a couple of times to look at the paintings, but they always got bogged down in the symbols and metaphors. Give me a break. Can't a guy just stare at some shapes without having an epiphany? And don't even get me started on the painting in the back. Some sort of performance piece or whatever. I don't know. I didn't take art history. I say we do the gallery a favor and take that hunk of junk out of here. Eddie is just the most nonchalant guy. Even when we were reading the introduction to the map, everyone was like, I'm going to find the secrets of life. I'm going to create the best thing anyone's ever seen. And then it got to Eddie and he's like, I just want to have fun. It's like, Eddie's he's just here for whatever. He doesn't care. This is the performance piece, huh? This is the thing in the back. Yeah, okay. This is the one that Eddie hates. Oh, okay. Okay, Eddie. Yeah. I mean, it was something. I don't know what to comment on that. I kind of liked it. It was interesting. I think I might like it better than the clown. Just because I've seen the clown painting before. I don't know. It was different. Oh, now I have to... This is why the forest place exists. I have to use that to get out. So sad. Wait, I can't even put a minecart down. It won't let me. I'm just gonna have to walk. That's kind of lame. Well, let's at least look at Lego Man. Oh, he looks very ominous from this angle. Alright, here we are. So now it says we have to take the 10 pieces of redstone dust to the quartz place and put them on the gray whatevers. Why does it let me place redstone but not minecarts? Okay. Let's go. You win. There aren't enough games these days where when you finish them, it just goes, you win. Just simple as that. There's no ending book or something. I kind of wish there was. I want to know more about what the heck was going on with these guys. All we got are some sick beats. Hold up, let me take a little detour for a second and just see if I can figure out what I think is going on. Before we leave, let me see if I can piece together the story. So, Eddie... Wait, we never read Eddie's last book. That's what we're missing. Okay, Eddie's log 3. Maybe this will bring it all together. This will make everything make sense. Alright, so maybe my talk show got a little out of hand. What? This man... Wait, I didn't even know you had a talk show, Eddie. But I'll be back. You hear me? I won't let a little injury keep me down. I've got big plans for a new venue, a co-host, and a few numbskull executive producers. See, my brain is looking for secrets now, so the fact that he said numbskull, and that there were skulls everywhere, and that his favorite painting is a skull, I'm like, there's... something's happening. Something's going on. But until then, I think I'll try putting my freshly tuned bass to good use. The small one, I mean. And it's gonna be fun, alright? None of that kooky, pretentious garbage. Just a fat bass line, a killer riff, and some extra spicy vocals. Yo, what are they singing about? What? Got some not safe for work songs with a fat bass line. Okay, so what... Now let me try to figure out what's going on. What was this story about? Because it said that the band was having trouble making music, and we had to save them. Eddie just sounds like he's just trying to have some fun, and he doesn't like symbolism. And that's all I get from Eddie. That's it. I don't know what else I could get from Eddie. I'm sure there's something going on with the skulls, but it sounds like he's just a guy that hates symbolism. Where are the other hints? I'm putting those up there. Wait, what if the hints have lore? I didn't even look at them. Maybe the hints have some lore. Where's Eddie's hint? It's been a barrel of fun getting to do live performances here at the Ed Bass Show. It's his talk show. We found it. I didn't realize how much dang time it was going to take out of my day. Sometimes I just want to go get a drink, you know. Geez, showbiz, am I right? Has it occurred to you yet that I'm a big fan of the number 4? It's kind of my theme. What? Aside from the Ed Bass Show part, I don't think Eddie's hint is giving us much of a hint as to what the story is. What about Jeff? He was the guy who caught the big fish, which was actually a skull. Wait, that's another skull. There are skulls everywhere. Is the Maybe the secret is that everyone is dead. The band is dead. We need to bring them back to life. That's why they're having trouble making music. They can't even use their instruments because their hands pass right through them. When I first began sailing, I needed to borrow a friend's map and compass in order to keep track of where I was going and where I had been, but now I can remember to simply sail east towards the warmth of the setting sun. Could that somehow mean something to do with life and death? Sailing towards the sun, going towards the light? So far, that's my best guess. Everyone's dead. Exactly 2 levers must be flipped before one may enter Soul Man's domain. Soul Man? See, that too. Soul Man sounds like a ghost or something. So many things in this map sound like dead people. That's my game theory. Everyone's dead. Chris's hint. See, Chris's doesn't make sense, though, because Chris just sounded like a guy who was getting harassed by his fans and wanted a break. He didn't sound like he was dead. Less is more. The world is filled with flashy distractions, but sometimes it's best to explore what is mundane. You'd be surprised how often a largely unremarkable sight can contain a highly desirable reward. And then we just have something to help with the puzzle, I guess. That one did, yeah, that didn't help me. Chris's world is throwing off my theory. Michael's hint. Through dedicated study, we can achieve knowledge of most any subject. But to gain infinite knowledge, we must ascend to the highest plane. Now that sounds like someone died. We're back on track. Someone died. Also, speaking of Michael, his world was the one talking about the demons trying to pull him down to the underworld, but he wants to ascend to the higher plane. It sounds like he's just a lost soul that wants to go to heaven. Only from the highest step can we find purpose in the pillars of life. So maybe like he's saying only once we reach the afterlife can we find the meaning of life while we were still there. I don't know. In a world filled with questions, we will need something about a puzzle. Okay. Everything except for Chris's world is pointing me towards death. Scott's hint. Though one should always be careful and cautious, life is nothing without some amount of risk. When you are 2 leaps beyond danger, look back at my city and study it closely. With a good eye, you may find a hidden gem. I think that just would have me... That sounds important. That sounds like a secret. But I'm pretty sure that just makes me face the shulker box, which I already found. 2 levers, 2 levers, 2 levers, 1 button. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's just talking about the lab stuff, not some secret. I can't remember which logs were for who. I'm just going to grab 1, 2, 3. So, Jeff thinks it's therapeutic to go sailing. And he also said that he wanted to sail directly towards the sun. But then he was distracted from sailing towards the sun by a dark being. This could be similar to Michael's thing. Michael wanted to find the meaning of life. He wanted to ascend to a higher plane, but the demons were trying to pull him down to the underworld. Jeff wanted to sail towards the sun, but he got distracted along the way by a round mass in dark waters, which ended up being a giant skull. So maybe that thing was trying to pull him down to the underworld. Maybe everyone is at risk of being corrupted, having their souls corrupted, when really they just want to ascend to a higher place after they die. I don't know. Huh. A couple of my friends took me on a fishing trip. The creature immediately latched onto his hook, but his rod snapped in two. And he continued going toward... That's the one thing that confuses me. It seems like if the dark mass lurking in the water was supposed to be taking Jeff away from enlightenment and good things and morals, that he would not, once his rod snapped, continue to go towards it. It's possible. I could see it, but that feels like it makes it a little murky. And then here, the giant skull that I thought represented like corruption and evil and demons tells Jeff that this is not a game and throws him away from the skull. So that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm starting to think I'm not going to piece this together, but if you guys have any ideas in the comments, please let me know. If anyone thinks they know what's going on with this story, I would love to hear your ideas, your game theories. But I'm pretty sure I found everything there is. I never interacted with this. I don't know what this is. What is this? But I think that's it. I think we won. I can say that for certain. We found, I think, every log. We got so many books. Spyglass. We never figured out what the glacier was about, but I guess it's nothing. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. Please, I urge you, if you are interested in this story at all, leave any sort of theory you have in the comments. I don't care how small it is. Even if you don't think it's right at all, I want to hear it, because that piques my interest. It might sound weird, but I like that this map just sort of throws a bunch of stuff at you that doesn't really make sense. Because it forces you to fill in the gaps with your mind. And that's something that I wish games did more of, is leave some of it for the player to fill in themselves, rather than tell them everything. Five Nights at Freddy's does that well. But a lot of modern games, and modern movies too, they sort of lore drop all at the end. They reveal everything once you get to the end scene. I like it to be a little more ambiguous. I like it. And that was a very weird map, but I did enjoy it quite a bit because it wasn't too difficult. It never felt like it was too overbearing. And while it was a bit random, more than a bit, it felt like all of the random stuff was there for a purpose. So yeah, check out this map if you want to. Link in the description. Also, feel free to check out my game, Emblem 5. I have a card game. Link in the description as well. I know that's very random, but you can buy booster packs of this for pretty cheap. So check it out. There are 54 cards to collect, 15 cards per pack. You only need 30 cards to play a game. If you just buy 2 packs, you can play this game for the rest of your life and never need more. But that's that. Remember to subscribe, and I am going to go, as I usually do, eat yogurt. That's my after stream ritual. Goodbye.